Girlfriend posted a TikTok rating my boyfriend's family. Mom 3 out of 10, dad 5 out of 10, sister 2 out of 10 after meeting them once. I commented, rating this relationship 0 out of 10. Then I showed the video to my family and apologized for bringing her. When she showed up at my parents' house demanding I control my family's anger. Original post. I, 26 male, have been dating my now ex-girlfriend for about 8 months. Met her through a mutual friend, thought she was fun, outgoing, had good energy. She had around 45K followers on TikTok doing lifestyle content, outfit of the day stuff, day in my life videos, that kind of thing. I didn't think much of it. Lots of people make content these days. Last weekend was the first time she met my family. My parents have been asking for months, and I finally arranged a Sunday dinner at their place. My mom made her famous pot roast, my dad was on his best behavior, and my younger sister drove 2 hours from college just to be there. Everyone was trying. Dinner went fine. Like, genuinely fine. Normal conversation. My mom showed her baby pictures of me. Embarrassing, but whatever. My dad made his usual corny jokes. My sister talked about her nursing program. My girlfriend was a little quiet, but I figured she was nervous. Meeting the family is a big deal. We left around 8 p.m. She kissed me goodbye in my apartment, said she had a great time, and went home. Monday morning, I wake up to 16 text messages and 4 missed calls from my sister. Have you seen her TikTok? Bro, answer your phone. I cannot believe this. Mom is crying. My stomach dropped. I opened TikTok and searched her account. There it was. Posted at 11:47 p.m. the night before. So literally hours after she left my parents' house. The video was her sitting in her car, ring light on, doing this exaggerated rating thing that's popular on the app. So I just met my boyfriend's family for the first time, and girl, let me break this down for you. She rated my mom a 3 out of 10. Said she was trying too hard to be welcoming, which was low-key creepy, and that her pot roast was dry as hell. Said my mom's house had grandma vibes, but not in a cute way. My dad got a 5 out of 10. He was fine, I guess, but he kept making jokes that weren't funny, and I could tell he thought he was hilarious. Giving divorced dad energy, even though he's not divorced. My sister got a 2 out of 10. The sister gave me weird vibes immediately. She kept asking me questions like she was interviewing me for a job. Very pick-me energy. Also, her hair was giving 2015. She ended the video with, overall experience? 4/10. I'm going to need my boyfriend to keep family dinners to a minimum because I cannot do this regularly. Anyway, should I tell him or just keep it to myself? Comment below. The video had 89K views when I saw it. It now has over 340K. I watched it 3 times to make sure I wasn't hallucinating. My hands were shaking. My mom, who made her a homemade meal and showed her family photos because she was excited to meet someone important to me, was being called creepy to hundreds of thousands of strangers. My sister, who drove 2 hours on a Sunday, was being mocked for her hair. I didn't call my girlfriend. I drove straight to my parents' house. My mom was at the kitchen table. She'd clearly been crying, but was trying to hold it together. My dad was pacing, which he only does when he's really upset. My sister was on her phone, refreshing the comments, reading them out loud in disbelief. Someone said the mom sounds like she has no life outside her kids. Another one said the sister is definitely jealous of you. And, oh, this is rich. Someone said your boyfriend's family sounds toxic. Dump him. I sat down and said, I'm so sorry. I had no idea she would do something like this. I'm ending it today. My mom tried to do the mom thing. Honey, maybe she didn't mean it that badly. Maybe you should talk to her first. I said, she rated you a 3 out of 10 for being welcoming. There's nothing to talk about. Then I pulled out my phone, went to the video, and posted a comment from my account, which has my full name visible. Rating this relationship 0 out of 10. We're done. My sister looked over my shoulder and went, oh my God. My dad stopped pacing and actually laughed. Good. I drove home and waited for the storm. Update 1. So, things escalated exactly how you'd expect. My comment on her video blew up. Like, way more than I anticipated. People started screenshotting it, sharing it to Twitter, making reaction videos. Her comment section turned into a war zone between people defending her. It's just content. It's not that serious. And people calling her out Imagine humiliating your boyfriend's mom for clout. She called me maybe 30 minutes after I posted the comment. I let it go to voicemail. She called again. Voicemail. Then the text started. Are you seriously doing this right now? That comment is so embarrassing for you, not me. You're literally proving my point about your family being dramatic. Delete that comment right now, or we're done. I replied once. We're already done. Don't contact me again. Then I blocked her number. But here's where it gets wild. She showed up at my parents' house. Not my apartment. My parents' house. Wednesday evening, around 6 p.m., just pulled into their driveway like she owned the place. My mom called me, confused and a little scared. Your girlfriend is here. She's banging on the door, saying she needs to talk to all of us. I told her not to open it and that I was on my way. When I got there 15 minutes later, she was still on the porch, arms crossed, full makeup, clearly ready for a confrontation. She'd probably expected to film this too. I noticed her phone was propped up on the porch railing, camera facing her. I grabbed the phone first, stopped the recording, handed it back to her. What are you doing here? I came to talk to your family, since apparently they can't handle a joke and you won't answer my calls. You're not welcome here. Leave. I'm not leaving until your mom apologizes for the harassment I've been getting. Your sister's been commenting on all my videos, calling me names. This is cyberbullying, and I could press charges. I looked at my sister through the window. She shrugged and mouthed. I left like 2 comments. I turned back to my ex. You publicly rated my family like they were restaurants on Yelp. To 300,000 people. And you want them to apologize to you? It's content. It's not real. Your family needs to learn how social media works. My dad opened the door at that point. He's a pretty calm guy usually, but his voice was ice cold. Young lady, you called my wife creepy, you mocked my daughter's appearance, and you insulted my jokes, which, by the way, are hilarious. You're on my property. You have 30 seconds to get in your car and leave before I call the police. She actually laughed. You can't call the police on me for standing on a porch. Trespassing, my dad said. You've been asked to leave, and you're refusing. That's trespassing. 20 seconds. She looked at me like I was supposed to intervene. I didn't. This is insane. You're all insane. No wonder you're single. Your whole family is full of red flags. 10 seconds, my dad said, pulling out his phone. She left, peeled out of the driveway, so fast she almost hit the mailbox. I thought that would be the end of it. Narrator, as they say, was wrong. She posted another video that night. This one was a story time about how she was harassed by her ex-boyfriend's toxic family, and how his father threatened her with violence, and how she was considering legal action. The video conveniently left out why she was at their house in the first place. Just painted herself as a victim showing up to have a mature conversation and being attacked. This one got even more views. Over 500K in the first day. But here's the thing about lies. They only work if no one has receipts. Update 2. My sister is smarter than me. Always has been. While I was busy being shocked at the toxic family video, she was doing homework. She'd saved the original rating video before my ex could delete it, which she did about a day after my comment went viral. She'd screenshotted comments. She'd documented everything. And she found something else. My ex's TikTok had a pattern. About once a month, she'd do a rating video about someone, a coworker, a former friend, a hinge date. Always negative, always cruel, always played for laughs. She'd built a chunk of her following on tearing other people down. My sister compiled these into a thread. Screenshots, links to archive videos, timestamps. She didn't post it herself. She sent it to one of those drama commentary accounts that covers influencer scandals. The kind with 2 million followers. That account made a 12-minute video titled TikToker's History of Publicly Humiliating Everyone Around Her, a Pattern of Cruelty. It went crazy. Suddenly my ex wasn't just the girl who rated her boyfriend's family. She was the girl who's been doing this for years to everyone. Old subjects of her videos started coming forward. A former coworker she'd rated 2 out of 10 for having boring lunch conversations. An old roommate she'd called basically a hoarder in a video about toxic roommate red flags. A guy she'd gone on 2 dates with who she'd publicly mocked for driving a Honda. The Honda guy's comment killed me. She said my car was a red flag. I've had that Civic for 8 years. It runs fine. Her content is the red flag. The tide turned hard. Her follower count started dropping. Not massively, but noticeably. Brand deals she'd been working on got paused. Her comment sections, which used to be mostly supportive, became a mess of people calling her out. She made an apology video, if you can call it that. So, a lot of people have been taking my content way too seriously lately. I just want to say that everything I post is for entertainment purposes only. I'm sorry if anyone was offended, but I think we need to remember that this is just the internet and not everything is that deep. To my ex's family, I'm sorry you couldn't handle a joke. I hope you find healing. That last line, I hope you find healing. Like my mom was the problem here. My mom, by the way, has been handling this surprisingly well. After the initial hurt, she kind of settled into a quiet determination. She's not on TikTok, doesn't really understand platform, but she understands people. Honey, she told me on the phone, people like that always get what's coming to them. Not because anyone punishes them, but because they eventually run out of people willing to put up with them. You did the right thing. But the drama wasn't over. Because my ex had one more card to play. She contacted my job. I work for a mid-sized logistics company. Not glamorous, but good pay, good benefits. Been there 4 years. She somehow found my work email, probably from an old conversation, and sent a message to my company's general HR inbox claiming I had harassed and stalked her, that I was mentally unstable, and that they should be aware of who they're employing. HR called me into a meeting, showed me the email, asked for my side. I was terrified. Even though I hadn't done anything wrong, I know how these things can go. Accusations stick, even false ones. I was sweating through my shirt. I explained the situation, showed them the original video, my one comment, the fact that I'd blocked her immediately after and had zero contact since. Showed them her video where she admitted coming to my parents' house, which directly contradicted her stalking claim against me. The HR manager side. She looked tired. This is the 3rd time this month someone's ex has tried to weaponize our HR department. I'm sorry you're going through this. There's nothing actionable here. You haven't violated any policies, and this is clearly a personal dispute. But I'd recommend documenting everything in case she escalates further. I could have cried from relief. Instead, I just thanked her and went back to my desk. But I wasn't going to just let this go. She tried to get me fired. That crossed the line. Final update. I got a lawyer. Not to sue her, realistically, the damages wouldn't be worth the legal fees. But to send a cease and desist letter documenting her false claims to my employer, her defamatory toxic family video, which was still up, and her showing up at my parents' house after being told to leave. The letter outlined that if she continued to contact me, my family, or my employer, or if she posted any further defamatory content, we would pursue legal action for harassment and defamation. My lawyer said something that stuck with me. These letters don't always work, but people who live for public attention usually don't want the attention a lawsuit brings. Court documents are public record. Discovery is invasive. Most influencers would rather just move on. He was right. Within 48 hours of receiving the letter, every video about me or my family was gone. The original rating video, which she'd re-uploaded after the drama for more views, the toxic family story time, the passive-aggressive apology, all deleted. She didn't contact me again, but the internet doesn't forget. The drama accounts video is still up. The Reddit threads discussing her pattern of behavior are still searchable. Every time someone Googles her username, they find it. I heard through mutual friends that she's been trying to rebrand. New content style, no more rating videos, lots of positive vibes, only posts. Her engagement is down significantly. Some of her audience stuck around, but a lot moved on. Apparently, she's telling people that I ruined her career by turning the internet against her. Yeah, me. Not her pattern of publicly humiliating everyone she met. Not her showing up at my parents' house, demanding an apology for her own video. Not her trying to get me fired with false accusations. Me. Whatever helps her sleep at night. As for me, I'm doing okay. My family and I are closer than ever, weirdly enough. Nothing bonds people like shared absurdity. My mom has become low-key famous in her church group as the woman from that TikTok video, which she's taken in stride. My dad still makes his corny jokes, except now he adds 5 out of 10, according to some people after the punchlines. My sister graduated from her nursing program last week. I drove out for the ceremony. My parents threw her a party afterward, pot roast and everything. The whole family was there, cousins, aunts, uncles, friends. At one point during dinner, my sister stood up and made a toast. To family, she said. Solid 10 tenths. No notes. Unlike some people's TikTok careers. Everyone who knew the story cracked up. My mom pretended to be offended. I thought I was a 3. And even she laughed. It was a good night. I'm not dating anyone right now. Taking some time. 8 months isn't that long in the grand scheme of things, but it's long enough to make you question your judgment. How'd I not see who she was? Were there signs I ignored? Probably. There always are. Little things I explain away because she was charming and pretty and I liked the attention. The way she'd comment on strangers' outfits a little too harshly. The jokes about my apartment being small. The fact that she never asked questions about my life, but talked about hers constantly. Red flags look different in hindsight. My dad told me something after everything settled down. We were on his back patio, drinking beers, and he said, "You know how I knew she wasn't right for you? When she walked into our house, she looked around before she looked at us. She was evaluating the setting, not meeting the people. You can tell a lot about someone by what they notice first." I hadn't caught that, but he did. Dads notice stuff like that. So that's my story. My girlfriend posted a TikTok rating my family. I ended the relationship publicly. She escalated repeatedly, and eventually the consequences of her own behavior caught up with her. Not because I orchestrated some elaborate revenge. I just refused to play along with her narrative. Sometimes that's enough. The internet is wild, man. 8 months of dating ended by a ring light, a comment section, and a pot roast that was not dry. For the record, my mom's pot roast is excellent. Fight me.